Hi folks, Mike Schramke with Larry Stove Sand Equipment, America's largest selling Kioti dealer. I would like to give you a walk around, a complete overview, an in-depth dive, if you will, on the Kioti CS series. The Kioti CS series comes in two models, CS 2220 and CS 2520. They're identical machines with slightly different horsepower. The CS 2220, like this one, has 21 horsepower, and the CS 2520 has 25 horsepower. Other than that, the machines are identical. What I'd like to do is give you an overview of the tractor, the standard equipment, the specifications of it, and then maybe talk a little bit about what type of implements and attachments it'll operate. And also, if you're just getting started looking for a subcompact tractor, the type of tasks that you can assign this machine and accomplish with success. What type of person buys a Kioti CS series? So let's take a look at it. All right, let's talk about subcompact tractors, and this one in particular. The subcompact tractor market is by far the fastest growing market. As people start looking at these, how easy they are to operate and how many jobs they can do successfully, safely, and efficiently, they become a real option for folks. It used to be, you wouldn't think of a tractor unless you were a farmer or you had a whole bunch of acreage or a bunch of cattle and stuff like that. That's not the case anymore. This is a real tractor. I need to start by saying that. This is not a lawnmower with a bucket on the front. This machine, tractor and loader, weighs over 2,000 pounds, a ton. So it's a heavy machine, diesel powered, 4-wheel drive. It has PTOs in the rear and the mid. So the mid PTO, power takeoff, would be used if you bought a mid-mount mower or snow blower. You simply engage the power takeoff and it'll start blowing snow or cutting grass. It has a rear PTO, and the same thing for implements that are in the back, whether it be a tiller, a post hole digger, rotary cutter, finishing mower, flail mower, and you get the idea, on and on. That rear 3-point system picks up 700 pounds. And to put that into perspective, a 6-foot box scraper, well, that's just, as wide as I am tall, a 6-foot box scraper weighs 360 pounds. This will pick up 700. A 4-foot rotary cutter weighs 540 pounds. A 5-foot tiller weighs 400 pounds. So 700 pounds lift capability is a bunch, and it'll certainly lift anything that this tractor will operate. It's a hydrostat transmission, so no gears to shift and no clutch to push, and then a high and a low range. So if you find yourself, if you're cutting grass and you're in a large yard, large field, high range, and off you go, and you're cutting at a high rate of speed. Low range would be better suited for doing loader work or scraping with a box scraper, dressing your driveway, things like that. But it has a 2-range transmission. The warranty is a total of 6 years with no limitation on the hours on the meter and no deductible. For the first 2 years, it's bumper to bumper if it had bumpers. Well, it does have a front bumper. It comes standard with a front grille guard. So for the first 2 years, bumper to bumper. If a headlight burns out or the horn doesn't blow, it's covered. No deductible, no limitation on hours. After that, for the next 4 years, for a total of 6, the engine and powertrain, catastrophic illness, if you will, the engine, transmission, and axles, and it's a 4-wheel drive, so it has 2 of them. And that's covered, again, with no deductible and no limitation on hours. As tough of a tractor as the Kioti CS is, it's not Spartan, and it's not a rough ride. It's a very comfortable ride, in fact. Standard equipment on the Kioti CS, cruise control, which you think, well, Would I use that? Oh yeah, with cutting grass, you would definitely use it. Cruise control is a nice thing. It has charging ports, both the 12 volt, big round kind, and a couple of USB charging ports. Has tilt wheel. Standard grill guard, as I mentioned before. A high back contoured seat. And from there, it's a matter of sitting on the tractor and touching the controls. The ergonomics of the machine, Kioti gave a lot of thought to. Well, for one thing, there's a lot of room. So, this is me, and the pedals, the joystick for the loader control, and then the ergonomics. The tilt wheel is right here. You can always find a perfect place to operate the tractor on the CS. The rear PTO engagement is electric, and you simply turn the dial. If you're tilling or something like that, it turns it right on. And all the rest of the controls to raise and lower, the 3-point control is right here. The range selector, high and low here. The loader joystick is just a delight. It is right where it should be. Some of them, tractors have them out here and things, but this is completely comfortable right here. It is a 4-wheel drive, and that is engaged right here by simply pulling up a lever. It couldn't be much easier. The brakes and the parking brake all in one is over here on the left, and the pedals, push one pedal here to go forward, push one pedal here to go in reverse. And it's surprising how comfortable and how many hours you can operate on this thing without wearing yourself out. Just last couple of years, they made standard the skid steer type mounting of the bucket. What that means is it's a universal design that if you wanted to use pallet forks or a grapple, things like that, it's a uniform size for all tractors except for John Deere for whatever reason, the world over. So if you want to buy a set of pallet forks or whatever, you simply pull 2 levers, the bucket comes right off, and then you just pick up the pallet forks and lock them down and good to go. It's pretty cool. The backhoe, if you get one, is equally easy, and the mid-mount mower. They designed the attachments that go on the tractor for the easiest possible installation and removal. And I think that's kind of cool. That's my overview of the Kioti CS series, CS 2220 and CS 2520. Again, from the factory, choice of 21 or 25 horsepower. You can get a mid-mount mower, a front-end loader, a backhoe, or a snowblower. And then every other implement coming from every other implement company that goes on the back with a 3-point or on the front with the grapple are universal. This machine will be a game changer for you, and I hope you'll consider it. We would like to talk more with you about the Kioti CS series or any other tractor. Give us a call, 615-956-0334. We're in Nashville, Tennessee, 615-956-0334. Or you can email us, sales@lsetractor.com. Sales at LSE, like Larry, Stove Sand Equipment, tractor.com. We could tell you more about the tractor. We could tell you more about the specs. If you'd like a quote, we would like to be of service. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.